Okay, it says we're live. We're live here at at my humble place. I'm Dwight Norris of FishNetwork.com, and here I am on YouTube Live. Haven't gotten anything else happening. Oh wait, you can see me right here. This is how it works. You just click the live button and you're ready to go. It's January 1st, and Happy New Year's to everybody out there and whoever managed to get out here on this beautiful, at least Massachusetts day, 57 degrees, a little windy, great fishing to be had out and about. Even if you didn't fish, you just had a great time with your family or your friends or maybe just yourself and just enjoying the weather and everything else that's going on. I wanted to talk about what people normally talk about when a new year starts. We're going to make changes. We're going to improve ourselves. We're going to do what we've always thought we wanted to do, and we're going to actually stick to it, but hopefully better than most people do when they go to the gym. After that first 1 or 2 months, all the regulars know that everybody else is going to disappear, and they'll be alone again. They're just people that start, and once they see that it's actually hard work and you have to continue doing the same things over and over again to get the results, they quit and they go back to whatever they're doing because that's easier and it feels better. Your mind tells you that. So what I wanted to talk about in this live video is about what I'm going to be doing, particularly for fishing at work. I'm doing several things. The first of which is focusing on this channel. Now, I'm actually focusing on two. One is Fish Network and helping you get where you need to go. Some of you just want to catch more fish, and others want to actually fish more often. Both are cool, and both are actually the same thing. I try to convey that in my 10-step process to go Fish Network PDF, and also in the How to Catch More Bass PDF, which you can get on fishnetwork.com right on the homepage. And what I'm trying to convey there is if you want to catch more fish or catch more bass, you have to have more time to do that. You have to get the time to actually get the skills, to learn everything you need to know, to find them, to properly present them with the techniques, to learn the techniques, to master the technique, and then go someplace where they are, where you've learned, and actually use those techniques to catch the bass. Because you don't have any time, like most people do, which is, I believe, well, it's me. I believe a lot of people in the audience are like myself. You have a 9 to 5 job, you work really hard, you virtually have no time, or you don't think you do, and you have kids, maybe one, maybe two, maybe a whole fleet of them, and you're married as well, maybe not. And if you're in that particular type of situation, you really have to buckle down on what you want to get where you want to be. If you want to be fishing all the time, like you are, or like you wish you will be when you actually retire, if that happens, then you have to know that you don't have to wait that long. Because if you do, you'll be a different person then. You'll be old, you'll be tired, everything will be hurting. I'm getting closer to 40 and things are already creaking, back hurts, maybe it's my posture, maybe I'm just old, but I'm starting to feel it and I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when I get a little older. But I'm so happy that I've come up with this plan. So now I can actually fish every day if I want to, because my goals for, for life really are very simple. I'm kind of wondering why I don't want more, but it's just so simple. I want to be able to fish every day. I want to be able to bike, ride my bike every day. I want my big pickup truck. I like the crew cabs. I used to have a 2005 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD, if you know what I mean. It was lifted up a little bit, had the bigger, beefier tires. I don't like the big rims. They're stupid. I like the big, beefy tires. I'm from Virginia, like, back roads, slinging mud around. Awesome. And I want a boat. I don't know what type. Right now I'm focused on getting a Seagull 14 foot because I can go to the ocean and I can go in the freshwater and I don't need two boats. I don't have a big driveway, so I can't park it there. So it has to go inside. So I'm really tight with what I can do. But everybody's different. Maybe you have a huge yard. You can get a boat for cheap because they're on Craigslist. People are giving them away. They're just rotting in their yards, and they're like us, or like you, or like anybody else. They don't have any time. They don't think they have any time, and the boat sits there. The motor rusts. You put it in the motor. You put it in the water after it's sitting there for 6 months, and it won't start. Or if it starts, it's not peeing. Like I was talking. I was sorry, throat. When I was younger, that if the motor isn't peeing, you got a bad problem. That means the water's not going into the system and cooling it and actually lubricating it. So always make sure your outboard motor is peeing. Very, very important. But those are my goals. So I'm going to be focusing on actually giving you what you want and what you need to do that. You may or may not believe what I give you is going to solve your problems, but here's the thing. I'm giving it to you for free. It's a 10-step process to go fishing at work. It's down to the bare bones. I'm improving it. Right now it's in text, it's in a PDF. It's not that long. It's about 14 or 15 pages. One of the sections, which is the time management section, which is extremely important, there's a link there to go to the video. You can watch the video and watch me do it. The process that I do to find time to actually go fishing every day. And you can do this as well. I suggest that you just get the PDF for free, do the time management strategy, and then try it. You don't even have to bring your fishing rod and stuff if you're worried about people finding you just trying this out and you're not really good or you don't know what people will think or say. Just have it, written down somewhere, and you say, okay, now it's it's noon. Boom. I'm gonna get my lunch that I've pre-packed or that I pre-bought. I'm gonna walk or drive or take the bus or train to wherever that location is, and then I'm gonna see how long that took, and then I'm gonna sit there for the pre-described time that I believe I have to actually go fishing. And I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna imagine that I'm casting out and I'm fishing. I'm catching fish. I'm smiling. I'm having a good time. People will watch me. Hey, that dude's catching a fish. What kind of fish is that, man? And little kids run up. Oh my God, he's got a fish. And they're all happy and stuff. And then you open your eyes, and then boom, time to go. And you're like, whoa, I was here a long time. And you go back to your office, and boom, you're there. And maybe you have an actual fish toe because you actually took your fishing rod, or you just imagine it. You still have those memories in your brain, in your back of your job. And I just want you to think about how you feel when you get there. Where you're like, oh man, what a waste of time. What the hell is Dwight talking about? This isn't cool. I didn't have any time to fish. Or, holy crap, Dwight, I spent 40 minutes imagining fishing. Why did I bring my fishing rod? That was stupid. I could have caught a fish. I saw a fish. I saw somebody else possibly fishing nearby. I wanted to join in. Maybe this is real. Maybe I should try this tomorrow. And this is all you really need. At this point, you can decide to do whatever you want to do. You can do it in freshwater. You can do it in saltwater. Maybe you have a boat nearby that you own, and it's just tied to a tree or somewhere close to the water. You could drive from your workplace back home, which if you're that close, that's pretty awesome. And just slide in there, go fishing, and slide out and go back to work. And then, everything's cool. This is your time. You have to remember, when you go lunch, that is your time given to you by the government to really do whatever you want to. It says lunch, but it's not written down in stone. You can do whatever you want with that time. You don't need to sit in your office, type at your desk, and then stare at Facebook or some other crap and waste time. Because honestly, that's one of the biggest time sucks in the world is social media and this scrolling through news feeds and other bullshit that nobody really cares about. Stop wasting your time and dealing with negativity and stuff. You don't have time for that. You have to focus on what you want to do, whether it's going fishing, going hunting, getting more money so you can afford more things or things you want to do. You have some other goals in your life. You need to focus on that because that's what's most important to you. That's your top priority. For me, right now, my top priority is fishing. So that's why I put that on top. And that's why I'm going to be focusing on that. So that's very important to me. If fishing is very important for you, You need to take the initiative, and you need to make it a priority in what you do. And this really goes for anything in life. If you don't like, I don't know, like maybe you don't want to go fishing because you might piss off your boss or something, or you don't know what will happen. You're just scared. Maybe you're scared about other things. Maybe you're too scared to, ask if I can get a promotion or what it takes to get a promotion. Or you're too scared to ask for a raise even after you've worked your ass off for 3 years and you're just too scared. So you probably don't know, but if you don't ask, you probably won't get. Why would they bother to ask you, hey, Brian, see, you've been working hard. You deserve a raise. Here you go. Cheat some money off at you. No, it's a business. They want to keep as much earnings in their business as much as possible. As long as you're there and you're working and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, they have no incentive to pay you more. The only incentive they know is the stats to say a certain amount of people will actually leave a job over a period of time, and they don't want their top people to leave. So they'll give a little incentive, but you always deserve more. So you should ask for more. Go out there and ask it. Make that your priority first and see what happens. If they say no, you say, oh, no, okay. What can I do to achieve that? Ask for an itemized list. And when they give you that itemized list, you write it down, and that's what you do for the next 6 months, whatever the next review is, or the next 12 months. And then when you have achieved those goals, you go back to your boss and say, I've achieved these goals. I'd like what I asked for. And honestly, if you don't get that, then you need to decide if that's the right place for you to work from now on. Maybe that's what's holding you back. Maybe that's why you can't go fishing, because they're working you to the bone. They don't want to give you anything. They're mean. They don't give their employees what they deserve, and they think that you'll just stay there forever because you're too scared to leave, and you're not like all the other people that see value in themselves and say, hey, I can go over here and get a bigger pay raise. I can get more time off. I can get better medical benefits, and I'm closer to home and a fishing spot. I'm gone, man. Peace. That could happen. But if you don't try, you'll never know. So I've kind of gone off the rails there from fishing, but I believe that's important. So there are two other things I'll be focusing on this year. If you don't want to hear them because they're not directly related to fishing, you can just leave. That's cool. Just check here. Is anybody on the live stream? I actually don't know how to figure that out, but nobody's talking. I've been live for 13 minutes, and yeah, nothing's happening. So the next thing I'll be focusing on is getting some sleep, because honestly, I've been falling asleep at like 1 or 2 a.m., basically trying to make more time. So I love fishing. I go fishing at work. I go fishing after work sometimes, but not too often. And I go fishing in the morning, especially when I ride my bike. So I'm getting my bike fixed right now so I can do that more often, and you'll be seeing videos about that. And I hope that maybe you'll try that out as well. I've seen other people with fishing shows online that actually do that. They've never really named it or said anything about it. They're like commuter fishing or something. But yeah, I'll be focusing on the keywords. You don't know what those are. They're actual searches. You can't hear my children are screaming upstairs with my mother-in-law and my wife. But that'll be fine. Lost my train of thought there. So yeah, sleep. I need to get more sleep. So I'll look into some weird, like, we're down. My sleep chronotype to figure out what I am. And I'm a chronotype. Apparently I'm with like some other people that work themselves to the bone, the A positive people who like this. They're perfectionists. They like to fix things. They're engineers. I'm an engineer. It perfectly described me. So basically, I need to sleep at least 6 hours a night, which isn't a lot. They say people need to sleep 8, but for me, 6 is good enough. What I was getting, 4. So I'd come home and I would be passing out on the bus or just wiped on the bike. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Can't even turn the pedals. So I'm gonna be doing more of that because I've been kind of foggy brained when I get home and I try to do this fishing at work stuff and my Norris Unlimited digital marketing for fishing, which is my other thing I'll be focusing on, splitting my brain. And when I get home, I'm scatterbrained and I need to focus on one thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Each thing I'll be focusing on one thing. For fishing at work, I was focusing on getting those keywords which you're searching for, and I want to focus in on the ones that you as my audience need to go fishing at work, and just those. And I'm going to be writing awesome quality content on the video and on text and getting it out there to everybody to see, and maybe even start my podcast to get my sleep right. And then for Norris Unlimited, my digital marketing, I'm going to be going out to all the other people in the fishing industry locally first and trying my best to help them, because I know I can. I just need to tell them how I can and show them some results, which I've gotten from my own websites and other people's websites as well. And then I can help them and move forward with that as well. So sleep is important, and if you're not getting it yourself, for whatever reason, you should work on it immediately. Your mind will open up, you'll get tons more energy, you won't look like you're dying because you've been staying up till like almost sunrise for like 6 months. I should stop saying like, that's another goal. Also, I'm gonna start eating better because I've gained a ridiculous amount of weight. I'd say, where am I at? I need to lose about 40+ pounds. And it kind of hides in me because I'm 6'7", but it's there and it's slowing me down. And it's taking more energy out of me from sleeping, more energy away from this, more energy from helping you. And that's the 3 things I want to focus on this year, is actually providing value to you, my visitors, my customers, my clients. I want to sleep more, so I'll actually be a better person and be able to do more work. And I also want to eat better, so I'll be a healthier person that lives longer and is healthier. So when I get older, I'll actually still be able to ride my bike and go fishing every day and ride my big truck with the big tires in my big boat. That's it. That's all I want. Simple. Simple, right? Why can't we have these things? So I'm working on this goal. You have a goal for your year or your life, both. And I want you to really focus on that. And if it's fishing, because you're here, you should go to my website, fishingatwork.com. You get a 10-step process to go fishing at work, and just read it and try it out. Just try it out. It's not hard. It's winter, might be a little hard if you're up north, but if you're down south, you should try it tomorrow. The weather's going to be nice, and I'm going to be going down there soon and doing some ocean fishing. You'll see that on the tube. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch something. I'm going to do a little research in this next couple of days and talk to some people down there and figure out where can I get on the fish. Doesn't matter what fish it is. I just got to catch them. Now, we're bringing my son with me, so he'll probably be on the video. So, yes, and also get the How to Catch More Bass PDF, which is a 45-page document with tips, tricks, and techniques about how to catch more and bigger bass, which is what most people want to know. But if you really want to know, if you have more time to catch a bass, you're going to catch more bass. So that's what you should focus on. Sorry if that clapping's too loud. So, I'm Dwight Norris, fishing at work here on the live stream. And now I'm signing out.